Howdo everyone, and welcome back to Royville in 4-Color. My name is Stefan, and today we're back to Sword and Sorcery, Barbarians. So, I don't want to end on a downer, so I'm gonna do this one first, sadly. It is Exo Man of War Invictus number 4. And I believe this is the end of this mini-series. It's written by Becky Cloonan, and the art is, it's written by Becky Cloonan and Michael W. Conrad, and then the art is by Pablo Ray. I've been liking this series. She did another series that I really enjoyed before this one, Exo Man of War Unconquered. I don't know if it's because she has an additional writer on this one, but being the culmination of this 4-issue story, Arik gets to the home world of the Romanus Novus. It's basically a spacefaring, so Barbarian, it's a spacefaring Roman Empire, kind of a big bad guy. They were captured by these creatures called the Vine, just like Eric and his people, but they were able to escape. They created this big empire, and they're kind of a bad guy for Arik. And so in this, he's fighting the good fight, and he's going to basically kill the emperor and rescue some of his friends. And one of his companions, Thera Antius, her armor was taken from her, and I guess it's a long story, but it really kind of happened off screen a little bit. But she has to stay in an armor to sustain her, so Art gives her the Exo Man of War armor, and he goes and fights the big bad just by himself. There's a little bit of, oh, what are you doing? Ha ha, you don't have the armor, I'm going to destroy you. Well, Arik does not need the armor to be awesome, because Arik rules, and we all know that. But the comic didn't rule. They had a new artist for this, and Pablo Ray, if you like his art, that's great. It just really didn't hit me. Here's an example of it. It was just kind of all over the place, weird anime. I'm not really into this like crazy anime style, so that kind of didn't help me with this book. The writing really wasn't what I was kind of used to with Becky Cloonan. I don't know. Yeah, and then at the end of it, so this is one of the Road to Resurgence for Valiant. And at the end of it, basically the Time Walker, an immortal, is going around basically getting people because there's this big event happening, this resurgence or whatever. Yes, it's a resurgence of the Valiant Universe comic line, but there's also like a resurgence of something happening. And he grabs Exo and's like, I need to take you and bring you into this thing so that you can help us solve the plot. Well, at that moment, Arik's not in the armor, at least in the page just before this. So I'm really hoping, because it says at the bottom, this leads into Exo Man of War Resurgence number 1. I'm really hoping there was either a glitch or a quick change or something, because, yeah. I really hope Arc's in Resurgence and not Thara Antius. But we'll see. It's Valiant. I really like Valiant. I really like X-Men of War, so I'll be there. So, Space Barbarian. All right. Next one I'm going to do for you is another one that I was hoping for more for. Red Sonja, Empire of the Damned, number 4. And this is written by Steve Niles, and the art is by Alessandro Amoruso. I've been liking this one a lot more, but this one seemed like it was just kind of a misstep. There's this kind of bad guy. So the whole premise is she's going to this Empire of the Damned, this kind of undead or something place to basically get the treasure. It's a treasure hunt. And along the way, she meets this couple that's protecting this old man, but we find out the old man's kind of a bad guy. Well, in this one, he had done something to the female of the group, the couple that was protecting him, and neither the guy that was protecting him or Red Sonja believes really anything he's saying. They're like, oh no, you're the bad guy. You're a bad guy. We're not going to, well, you need me because I know this special secret place to get to the Empire of the Damned. Like, all right, we'll bring you with us, but we don't trust you really. So they see a group of marauders, bandits, and he's like, those are the bandits that attacked us. And so, not really believing him, they still attack the marauder bandits and slay all of them. One of them is even like, please don't kill us, you don't understand, in front of Red Sonja. No weapon, she cuts his head off. And I did not like that at all. That seems like a very, very big misread on her character. I don't know why that's happening. Maybe she's being like controlled by this old man or something, but I did not like it at all. The art's interesting. I do enjoy it. Here's a quick version of it. It reminds me of this old movie called Fire and Ice. Kind of a Frank Frazetta it kind of reminds me that of Frank Frazetta. Okay, hear me out. If Frank Frazetta and Disney Animation had a love child, this would be it. To me. And also, like the issue before it, this one seemed to be a very, very quick read. I went again and counted the pages to see if I missed something because I started reading it and it was over. So I don't know. I'm enjoying this series. However, very, very big misstep. I don't think Red Sonja would just kill a dude that is trying to surrender, no weapons, and based off a guy that both her and her other companion thinks is a liar. So, yeah. Red Sonja, Empire of the Damned, gonna continue with it. It's probably almost over at this point, but a little misstep. So 2 missteps. However, let's get into the good stuff. The first one is Kill All Immortals number 2. This is written by... I'm doing these out of order that I read them, so bear with me. This is written by Zach Kaplan, and the art is by Fico Ossio. I hope I'm saying that correctly. This one, no pun intended, killed it. No pun intended, killed it. So basically, we're still following Frey and her beau. Basically, Eric the Red and his children are immortal. They basically control the world behind the scenes, or like a shadow people, whatever. And she just wants to find love and not be part of the family, but the family's overbearing and stuff, and they're basically wanting to kill her because she brought in her love interest, this journalist, and it's going to destroy the family by outing them or whatever. Huge, like I said before, huge Kill Bill vibes. I mean, look at this art. Like, totally Kill Bill. Uma Thurman could play Frey. Totally. That being said, they're on the hunt. So they've decided that to basically get leverage on her family, they're going to go find the goddess Udin, who is the goddess of immortality. And there's fighting, there's a lot of blood, probably not for the kids, but it is a very, very fun read if you like Barbarians, if you like Kill Bill, if you like blood and guts and fighting, you're gonna love this comic. Very good recommend if you like those types of things. And the last one I got has been killing it, slaying it every time. Conan the Barbarian, number 12. This book so far has not gone wrong for me. Written by Jim Zub, the art by Robert de la Torre. Every issue just spot on, slamming it, knocking you over, Hulk smash, Eric rules, whatever you want to say. This team is doing a great job. The end of last issue, Kull, the Conqueror, has been stabbed by Thulsa Doom. And I'm sorry, but what villain, put it in the comments if there's another villain that has a better name than Thulsa Doom. Seriously, because I really want to hear it, because there is nobody. Anyway, this issue is Conan the Barbarian fighting Thulsa Doom the whole time in a titanic battle. And the art is amazing. Read it. It is so good. Every issue. Great. All right. Well, those were the 4 Barbarian comics that I read. And some of them I was hoping for more. Some of them I was at the edge of my seat. Thulsa Doom and Conan fighting it out on almost every page. And the art was great. Okay. All right. So now, even though, and I know I do it a lot, but I really like it. So even though this one wasn't that great, I still want you to know that Arik rules. And remember what your mom always said: if you gotta be a dick, be a Grayson. Thanks, everybody. Keep reading.